Hello, and thank you for joining us today on a very special edition of the Tech It To Me web series. My name is Brad Davis. I'm the co-founder and chief tech here at Tech It To Me, the trusted IT partner for local businesses and nonprofit organizations. And this is the first video in the 2017 web series, the new year. We're very excited to be here. Hope you're excited to be here as well. Today, let's talk about, since it is the new year, let's talk about new beginnings, new strategies, new ways of approaching things. And one question we get asked quite a bit actually is social media and how can I connect with my customers, how can I connect with my clients via social media. Essentially, how do I start a social media presence and then maybe dabble a little bit with social media advertising as well. And at this point, I'd like to take a moment to pause and say that here at Tech It To Me, we are not an ad agency, we are not a marketing firm, we do not specialize in SEO or anything along those lines. We know a lot of really great partners who are, and we'd be more than happy to get you over to one if you get to the point where you no longer want to manage this yourself. So what we're really talking about is how do you get started, or how do you become competitive in the social media realm, in that environment. A really great example of this, we'll start off with that, is here very recently we had a realtor reach out to us. He's in a very competitive market, as all realtors are, and he had a competitor who was beating him in one particular area. And he came up to us with the question of, how do I compete with this? He actually came across some of their marketing and said, how do I do this? What do I need to do here? So we did some digging and found out that we couldn't necessarily help him directly, but we could point him in the right direction. It was something that was really out of our realm, out of our scope, but we could get him over, or we could point him in the direction of how to go about competing in that particular ad space. And that was exactly what we did, and he went on about his merry way and then started competing with that particular realtor for that space, for that business. So a really great deal all around. It wasn't necessarily anything that we could help him with, but we could point him in the right direction. He was very grateful for it and was able to go and do what he wanted to do, and that was a really big win for everyone. So another thing that we like to talk about here is when you're talking about social media, of course, there are multiple platforms. And if you're talking about wanting to connect with your customers, wanting to connect with your clients, it's important to note that certain platforms are better for certain types of customers. So you may have the type of customer that is a really great fit on Facebook, and you can connect with them on Facebook and everything's going to work out well. You may have the type of customer where Instagram is a better fit. And you may have the type of client where Twitter is a better fit. And typically what we see is that Facebook is really great for business to consumer, as is Instagram business to consumer, and Twitter is really fantastic for business to business organizations. So what we do here at Tech It To Me is we help you get started, because that's the biggest question that we have. Because most of our customers, of course, we are the trusted IT partner for local businesses and nonprofit organizations. They don't have an in-house IT department. They don't necessarily have communication specialists. They don't really have someone who can manage all of this on their own, and they simply don't know how to get started. And the irony of this is that a lot of you are probably going to be seeing this on social media, but what we do here is help you get started and help you get your foot in the door and point you in the right direction and sort of hold your hand across the threshold, if you will. And from there, you can choose to go whatever direction you want. If you really want to get active in social media, fantastic, have at it. If you don't, that's fine. If you decide that that's not really a good fit for you, your customers, or your clients, fantastic. But what we do find is that customers who have a social media presence, just like customers who have a web presence, tend to attract more new business while also being able to retain their existing clientele. So if you have any questions, if you'd like help getting started with social media, please feel free to give us a call. We'll absolutely help you in the right direction. Again, the first thing that we're going to start with is, who is your customer? How do you want to connect with them? So we can figure out which platform is going to be the best for you, and then help you get started with building the platform, with engaging your customers, with engaging your clients, and helping to drive revenue in 2017, because that's absolutely the name of the game. Thank you so much for viewing today. I hope this has been very valuable for you. If you have any questions, we are always a call, click, or email away. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.